Hey guys, it's Sarah, and this week's video is going to be, a different video, but I love these kind of videos. Like, they're my favorite to watch. It's going to be West Virginia, like, conspiracy theories, or, like, myths, like, reaction kind of thing. So, if you guys don't know, I'm from West Virginia. Also, I'm wearing the same shirt as last week. I promise that it's washed. Anyway, yeah, I don't see a bunch of, like, things on it, and, like, I don't know, I just really wanted to do something like this, for a while now, and, yeah, so let's jump into it. Okay, so we're gonna just type in West Virginia, conspiracy, that's about, there. We're just gonna Google those. Let's see. We have Danny Casolaro. Never heard of him. Died on August 10th. Okay. Was an American freelance writer who came to public into blah blah blah. His wrist slashed 10 to 12 times, and a medical examiner ruled death as suicide. To death is controversial because his notes suggest he was a story called the Octopus. This centered a strong collaboration involving international cable and primarily featured a number of familiar to journalists worked in around Washington D.C. in the 1980s. The Inslaw case blah blah blah. Casarlo's family agreed that he had been murdered. I love true crime too, but guys, that before he left Moons, he apparently told his brother that he frequently messaged his phone calls late at night, that some were threatening, and that if we were to have a meet in Martinsburg, it would not be an accident. Ooh. They also cited as well-known squeamishness and fear of blood tests, stated they found incomprehensible that if he were going to commit suicide, he would do by cutting his wrist a dozen times. I'm going to have to put a trigger warning on this section. A number of law enforcement officials also argued his death deserved further security in his classified family, who aimed ABC News. Time examiners were investigating case, and no evidence of murder was found. Ooh. On April 5th, 1991, Casarlo phoned Bill McCoy, a retired CID officer. Was that criminal? Signed him an article about the Octopus. He further claimed to be working on the reporter Jack Anderson, and the publishers Little, Brown, and Time Warner had offered to finance the effort. Same day, Casarlo's best friend Ben Mason agreed to talk to Carlos about his finances. Is there anything? Last known sightings. Whereabouts between late day of August 8th and afternoon of August 9th are unknown. The day before he died, according to Martinsburg Morning Journal, he ate Pizza Hut, where he told the waitress he liked her eyes and quoted the Great Gatsby to her. What do you quote? He met Hollywell, engineer. Death at about noon at August 10, 1991. Housekeeper staff discovered Casarlo naked in the bathroom of room 517. I wonder if this place is haunted by him. His wrist has been slashed deeply There were three or four more wounds on his right wrist and 7 or 8 on his left. Blood splattered the bathroom walls, according to Ridgway and Bang. The scene was so gruesome that one of the housekeepers fainted when she saw it. Paramedics. On the other gruesome scene, the hotel was cleaned and orderly. There was a legal pad and a pen represented as a single page has been torn from it, and the message written on it: "To those who I love, please forgive me for the worst possible things I have done. Most of them I'm sorry. To my son, I know deep down that God will let me in." Oh. Okay. Interesting. Let's move on to the second one. 5 conspiracy theories in West Virginia that will make you question. What will I question? West Virginia that will make you question everything. Okay. No. Read it. See, okay, so I don't believe in the Mothman. Mothman and the collapse of Silver Bridge. I don't believe in the Mothman. Like, it's a big thing in West Virginia, but, like, I don't believe it. I just read about that. The death of journalists. UFO sightings in Marmot. Don't know what that's at. Some people believe aliens exist. I believe that aliens exist. And they're conspiring to visit us. In fact, last year, 10 workers at a coal plant in Marmot reported seeing 3 football-sized UFOs. The UFOs moved silently across the sky, witnesses say. No, this is obviously not a picture from the peculiar sighting. Anyway, okay. Mountain lions in the mountain state. I'm not sure. Bigfoot sightings in West Virginia. I don't believe in Bigfoot either. That's all? Okay. Cool. Help me or soon I will die. Let's see. I just read that. There's not much, as you can see. West Virginia should get out of the conspiracy theory business. Okay. Okay. Let's move to YouTube. Actually, before I do that, let's do myths. 5 mythical mountain mummies. Mountain monsters mummies. Winged man leaves a long legacy. Okay, that's Mothman. Braxton County embraces mysterious alien league visitor. That on September 9th, they let them hunt down a mysterious UFO as they crest the hill. A strong hint of metallic scent wafted. Since 1973, they sold ceramic Braxton County. Okay, I love that. Like in Point Pleasant, where Mothman is, they have like a Mothman festival. Women spirits haunt Logan area in search of justice. I believe that. Many Logan residents believe that if you put your car in neutral on Holden's 22-mile road near the spot where Amy Thurman's body was found, her ghost will pull up on the hill. Those were passed the road over years and have also reported seeing a woman standing on the side. Who is she and why does she hold it so tightly to Logan and his people? Probably because she died there. Mamie was beautiful. So socialite in the 20s, a woman who relocated with her father in West Virginia mines from Kentucky. Her husband's deputy. Cool. She was found murdered in a blackberry patch. A handyman who worked for Mamrie's landlord, who may think she was having an affair with, was charged with murder, although Logan residents were skeptical that the soft-spoken man was capable of such a heinous crime. Okay, listen. Anyone can murder. The location of Mamie's body is a mystery to the day. Her death certificate lists Logan Memorial Park, but her body, it was not there. It said here in the record that a prominent businessman paid $1,000 to have her body moved to a cemetery in Chansey. Mamie's unsettling soul continues to haunt the hills and hollows for justice. Final rest in peace. Weeping statue in Parker Springs unusual memorial. World War II, you know, though, or not World War II, Civil War was a big thing here. Mummies in Philippines. In 1888, amateur scientist and mummy tried out his very own embalming potion. So he purchased a couple cabinets from hospital down the road, the West Virginia hospital, insane. But now, no, okay, trans-Allegheny lunatic asylum. That's, I want to go there. Why? Okay. Okay. West Virginia. Flying monsters, myths, and urban legends. Okay, we're gonna go to YouTube now. Let's see. Why is the government hiding in Peters Mountain? They want stuff they don't want you to know. That's Mothman. See, it's all Mothman. Mothman. That's in Virginia, not West Virginia. Donald Trump, I don't care. Creepy guy in West Virginia. Strike. There's not much. Okay. Well, if I put in what's the nation's quiet zone, I've been there. It's because of satellites. It's in Cass, West Virginia. Okay, let's see. West Virginia. Yes. Mothman. I don't care. Mothman. Top 10 scary urban legends. Okay.
Welcome back, everyone, to Most Amazing Top 10. After a lot of demand from today, we have chosen to start with West Virginia. There's two reasons for that. One, why not? And two, the next Fallout game is set there, and it contains a lot of West Virginia urban legends. So, whether you want a sneaky insight into what that game will involve, or you're just excited for another video in this series, let's see if you can all handle these stories. My name is Danny Burke, and this is at number 10, the Mothman. In Clenadin, when they claim they saw a man-like figure fly out of the trees and over their heads. 3 days later, two young
I'm
couples
gonna just skip to each of them because I don't need this video to be in like 2 hours.
Next up at number 9 now, we have the Snarly Yow. Some call this the Vanishing Dog, the Black Dog, or even the Dog Fiend. Whatever people in West Virginia call it though, this phantom dog has been seen by a lot of people. It's described as large, black, and teeth-bearing, appearing in front of people's cars on the dark mountain roads, but when they hit it and get out to check, the dog has disappeared into thin air. It was first sighted in the early 1800s, where it would chase people on horseback, in carriages, or donkey carts. It has continued this habit into modern times, only now it can be seen keeping pace with cars going at 55 miles per hour. Truth be told, Locals don't really know how fast this thing can actually go. Although many people have reported seeing the creature, it has never actually harmed anyone as of yet. This kind of unnerves some people though, who worry, what does it really want from the people it terrorizes? Moving on to number 8 now, we have the Sheepsquatch. This one is also known as the White Creature, a monster said to roam the Kanawha Valley. It's been described as a bear with the shape of a dog, if you can imagine that. It has huge saber-like fangs. Its wool is a dirty white colour, hence the sheep part of its name. Despite its lumbering appearance, the creature is fast, moving at lightning. Next up at number 7 now, we have the Flatwoods Monster. Some also call this the Green Monster or the Phantom of Flatwoods. The legend of it began in 1952 after a group of children claimed they
that looks like a witch.
saw a UFO crash behind a hill not far from the town. They went out and told Kathleen May, a local hairdresser, who came with them to inspect the crash site. From the top of the hill, they saw a pulsing red light. Then, their flashlights landed on what they described as a man-like figure with a round...
Why does that look like a game, like character? I'm just saying.
Red face, surrounded by a pointed hood-like shape. They said he was 10 foot tall. His eyes emitted greenish-orange light. His body was dark green in colour. Kathleen May said it had small, claw-like hands and a head that resembled the ace of spades. According to the group, it made a hissing sound as it approached them. One of the kids dropped the flashlight in fear, and they all fled the scene. Some have said the sighting was nothing more than a common barn owl, but many in the town believe
that's not an owl.
it to be true. Even the welcome sign says Flatwoods is the home of the Green Monster. Next up at number 6 now, we have the...
People in West Virginia take pride in, like, their urban legends, like Mothman and Point Pleasant, literally, you know...
Grafton Monster. As the name might suggest, this comes from the old railroad town of Grafton. There may not be room for a mysterious creature among the many buildings and houses there, but the place is surrounded by dense woodland, and that's where locals say the Grafton Monster lurks. Ever since the 1960s, people have reported seeing a man-like creature resembling Bigfoot or the skunk ape. They say it stands between 7 and 9 feet tall, and is cloaked in pale skin that is slick to the touch, kind of like a seal or dolphins. Local farmers reported the most, saying it tears down their... Sounds cute, right?
The bunny
you guys
man.
might have thought we were taking a quick break from scary halfway through the video. Oh no! It's just getting worse. The Bunny Man legend began with 2 incidents in Fairfax County in 1970. The first came from Air Force Cadet Robert Bennett and his fiancée.
I'm pretty sure Fairfax County is in Virginia. Yeah. Fairfax is not in West Virginia. Good try, though.
Beyonce. On October 9th, the couple were returning from a football
I'm not,
game
like, you know, bashing him.
They parked up
because, like,
a relative.
he obviously...
Nowhere, a figure ran up to the back of their car and smashed the front passenger window in. They looked up to see a man in a white suit with long bunny ears. The Bunny Man screamed that they were on private property and trespassing. The couple sped away and later found a hatchet that was used to smash the window on the floor of their car. 10 days later, a construction man called Paul Phillips was on the same road. He approached a man standing on the porch of an unfinished home. He described him as wearing a grey, black and white bunny costume. In 1931,
hey, I just read this one.
Was found slain near the town of Rogan. Her neck was broken, her throat cut from ear to ear, and she had been shot twice in the head at close range. The motive or culprit was a complete mystery. The whole town was shocked. A local handyman was convicted of the crime, but there was still a lot of questions. Her death certificate states that she was buried in Logan Memorial Park, but her funeral home records said her body was transported to Kentucky. However, the cemetery in Kentucky has no record of her interment. One night after her funeral, it was also said that a local businessman paid $1,000 to move her body.
Okay, literally I just read this, so like, really don't need to... Screaming
On some
Jenny.
railroads in West Virginia, there were some abandoned old storage sheds. The poor had moved in there to escape the harsh winters. A sweet woman called Jenny lived there. She had fallen on hard times, never had enough to eat, and the small fires barely kept her alive. Still, she did everything she could to help those around her. On one cold autumn evening, she sat shivering over her fire when a spark flew out and lit her wool skirt on fire. She was so busy eating her broth that she didn't notice until the fire began to scorch right out her skin. She leapt up and threw the broth all over herself, but that didn't stop the fire. She began screaming along the tracks, begging for help as the flames engulfed her whole body. She ran for the nearby train station, hoping someone there could help, but by now she was a glowing inferno, a ball of fire that looked barely human. In her pain and confusion, she didn't see the train rounding the curve ahead of her. Her scream stopped as the train mowed her down. Station crew found her dead, still burning. They put her out, gave her a funeral, and buried Jenny in the local graveyard. She was quickly forgotten. Then, a month later, another train was rounding the curve on the tracks when it hit another screaming ball of fire. The crew expected to see another mangled body burning, but this time, there was nothing there. It's been that way ever since. Train drivers in the area say they still see Screaming Jenny, especially on the anniversary of her death. It seems she's locked in an eternal loop, still desperate for the help she needed.
I mean, that's where she died.
Next up at number 2 now, we have the Agora. Quite simply, the Agora is a river monster. It's said to lurk in the waters of the Monongahela River in Marion County. Its legend goes back to Native American tribes who lived along the river banks there many years ago. It's said to be a serpentine creature of up to 500 pounds in weight, with a reddish-brown colour and deadly razor-sharp.
Oh, look at Droop Mountain. I know about this one too.
Civil War. Many lost their lives, and the blood spilled that day is said to have soaked into the very mountain itself, changing it forever. They say the cries of war still linger on Droop Mountain, forever lost in time. Visitors have reported that something just feels off when you're up there. At night, there is no mistaking it at all. One woman who was raised beside the mountain reported seeing a man standing up on the
learned about it in the history, you know, in West Virginia history.
And to her astonishment, he had no head. Whenever they shone a light on him,
also, it's in Civil War history.
Another time, the woman was walking with her husband and cousins when the whole group stopped in their tracks. Up there again on the old battlefield was a transparent soldier on his horse. The soldier seemed to notice them before turning away and vanishing into the trees. Even skeptics have reported seeing the figure of a headless man drifting along. Those who have got close say he is wearing a Confederate uniform. Now others say his head isn't actually missing, it's just been shot off. To be honest, I'm not really sure which one of those is scarier. But either way, don't think I'd head up Droop Mountain at night by myself. But I don't know. Would you? Would you want to visit any of the places we've talked about today?
I'd visit. I don't know if there's another one. Part 2. We'll do one more. This one.
Today, we're not talking Virginia. Yeah, a US state that's home to so many creepy guys like that video so much that I can now continue to show these creepy. My name is Danny Burke, and we have the Lake Shawnee amusement park. It's been a long time since laughter was heard in this amusement park. It was abandoned in 1966 after the grisly death of 2 young kids there. For some people that was reason enough to never visit the place again, but others say its dark past goes back a lot further than people think. They say the very land is cursed. It apparently goes back to 1780.
I want to go there with Spooky Crew, which we haven't posted on in a while.
Native Americans who owned that land. They killed 3 of the family's children during the fight. The father, Mitchell Clay, enlisted the help of other settlers to seek vengeance for his family. After burying his children, they murdered 7 Native Americans in revenge. Ever since then, locals say the very land itself has been cursed, soaked in the blood of all this hateful war that took place there many years ago. When the amusement park was built there, deaths were attributed to this curse. A little girl was killed when her swing slammed into a truck. A small boy drowned.
I want to go there.
Over the years,
again, with the Spooky Crew, I know we haven't posted in a while. Like, we're all busy with school, and it's almost summer, so maybe we'll actually like travel since me and Brooke both have license now. Yeah.
Some have reported seeing ghosts of the dead all over the park. Let me know if you ever go and you see anything really strange. Next up at number 9 now, we have haunted Harpers Ferry. Harpers Ferry is a very...
Literally all of Harpers Ferry is probably haunted because of the wars. And I've been to Harpers Ferry before, but like we didn't stay... Yeah, I've been to Harpers Ferry. We didn't stay very long, so I couldn't, like, you know...
Picturesque town in West Virginia, full of dozens of 19th century buildings and old shops, restaurants.
It's a nice town.
All of those old buildings, though, are said to be the reason why this town always makes the list of the most haunted places in America. It was the site of many Civil War battles, and locals say their restless spirits still walk the streets and pass through the old stone walls. Alyssa Lavasseur, manager of the town's museum, once said, "The whole town is haunted. People have seen things. You could probably ask anyone in town who has been living here or works here and they have seen something. They can't deny it. It may seem like a bold claim, but it seems that it's true. The townspeople are all in agreement that their homes are also home to ghosts. Regular sightings include wounded soldiers, an old priest, and a phantom army troop performing one of their marching drills. It sounds annoying. You probably can't ask them to keep it down. Next up at number 8, now we have the unknown stranger. Today in the town of Middleway, you can visit a
Okay, I know this one. It's pretty creepy, but I don't want this video to be so long.
Against them. Coming in number 7 now, we have the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
I want to go there, but it's just an asylum, you know. I'm going to skip that one too.
Every night. Next up at number 6 now, we have the North Bend Rail Trail, Tunnel number 19. That's a mouthful. Tunnel number 19 is also known as the Silver Run Tunnel. In 1910, a train engineer got the shock of his life when he saw that there, stood in front of the tunnel they were about to go into, was a girl. She was described as having people sometimes warn people before hiking the nearby Grey Flats Trail. It runs through ancient woods, old farms pepper the outskirts, brambles.
Sorry for like skipping these, and I'll link the video in the description because, like, again, this video already, my camera like stops at 12 minutes and it's done it twice already. So
hotel. This hotel in St. Parkersburg seemed normal from the outside, but everyone will tell you it's what goes.
It looks haunted. But yeah, I just want to get this, like, you know,
company store. From 1890 to 1964, this building served as the company store for the local mine. Over the years, though.
Cool. I just wanna. Is that? I bet this is Moundsville Penitentiary.
Now we have the West Virginia State Penitentiary.
Been there.
This prison opened in 1875 in the town of Moundsville. Ever since then, it's gained a reputation as perhaps the most haunted prison.
It's, when I went there, it was in 8th grade, so like, yeah, I remember. It was weird. We were allowed to like go in one of the cells and they locked us in, and then it wouldn't like open. I remember that. It was weird. And then I was in the kitchen and I just like felt cold, you know? I want to go back to that.
Prisons. Sound fun? And finally, number 1 now, we have the Greenbrier Ghost. Elva Zona Heaster was born in Greenbrier.
Okay, we're gonna finish maybe with West Virginia, like, ghost pictures, if there's any. Let's see, what do we have? Yeah. Spruce knob, that's a... Yeah, there's not gonna be much, probably, yeah, we're doing all these. So that is this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. If you want me to do more of these, like with another state, comment in the comment section what state you want me to do, and all that stuff. So I'll see you guys next week. I love you all so much. Goodbye. Stay positive. Setting out.